Hi everyone. So let's use the big picture oracle deck to do a collective reading for today. So I'm going to do a 5x3 spread. So this is the card that represents you. So you're showing up in this reading. The Rider, the Hearth, the Heart, the Bear, the Mountain, the Book, the Broom, the Fish, the Safe, the Stork, the Ship. There's you again. You're showing up twice in this reading. The Stars and the Cat. So with the Broom showing up right in the center of this reading, this is about the things that you do over and over and over again. It could be karmic patterns that we are in, but it could also just represent our jobs and the things that we do on a daily basis, the things we wake up and do every single day, just our regular routine things. In these two corners, we have you and we have a cat. So what this is kind of telling me is that you might not be being totally honest with yourself about something, that there might be a need for you to look at something that you're doing, something that you're engaging in, which kind of tells me that this Broom could be about karmic cycles. You could be stuck in a cycle, but you might be somewhat denying it or in denial about it, or maybe perhaps telling yourself it's okay when maybe it's really not. So if this feels like you're reading, let's get really into this. If we look at this line of 5 here, we have the Mountain, the Book, the Broom, the Fish, and the Safe. So this Mountain and this Book are kind of saying that, again, you're not seeing something. It may be that you're deliberately not seeing something. It's like you're blocking yourself from uncovering the truth in a situation that maybe somewhere deep down, because I'm seeing you show up here twice, that maybe somewhere deep down, you know that you're not seeing the truth in a situation, that you're maybe avoiding looking at it because you don't want to see something. But I also see you moving towards this energy of the Fish and the Safe. And this is an abundance of protection. The Fish and the Safe, it means that you are so safe in this energy that it's okay to move out of this cycle. So for example, if you had some kind of fear that was keeping you trapped in this cycle, your ancestors are certainly here, because we're seeing the Safe and we're also seeing the Stars, which we're going to get to. And they're diagonal from each other. So I know you're being guided somehow in a spiritual realm. You're being guided away from this, even if you're still not seeing it correctly, or maybe you might not even want to see it correctly. I think that whatever this is with this Hearth right here, that you're very passionate about it. So perhaps it, like, for example, if this is a love interest, you really, really, really wanted this to work with this person. So you're maybe holding on to it, even though perhaps you know deep down that this is not working out, that this is not the right person for you. So I think that you know you have to move on, because we have you and the Rider. It's like, you know even on a conscious level that you have to move on from this. And you're seeing that your guides are trying to give you some kind of information that this person who's showing up as a cat is not necessarily the best energy match for you. Cats show up in readings because there is someone in your energy who is more of a fair weather friend, or someone who just shows up when things are good, or doesn't want to deal with the work, or someone who just shows up when it's time to play, but when you need something, you can't find them. That's the energy of the cat. So it's making me feel like you can see that you're being guided away from this, but it feels to me like you're still really holding on. And I think it's because you have such a strong, powerful love for this person. With the Heart and the Bear together, that's an extremely powerful love. So, and this doesn't have to be a romantic interest. This could be a family member even, because when I see the Heart and the Bear, sometimes this can represent a mother figure, or someone that you just feel like you have a profound amount of love for, so you don't really see how you can separate from, you're not sure how you can separate from this person because of the history you have, perhaps the bonds that you have. even though perhaps you can see that this is a very toxic situation, because it does look kind of toxic to me, that it feels like you're being guided away from it, but you're telling yourself on some level that you have to stay for whatever reason that is for you. But I think what you don't see with the ship and the stork is you're about to be really upgraded. The stork is a card of upgrades and the ship is moving on. So this is saying, but it's falling in the position of what you don't see. So I feel like I know your guides are here because the stars and the safe both showed up. They're guiding you, they're protecting you. I think what's going to happen is there's going to be something presented to you that you're not really seeing coming. That's an upgrade of some kind. So to use the example of the romantic partner again, if you do feel like you can't detach from this person because the love is too strong, the bond is too strong, the history is too long, it seems like a new person, a new opportunity is going to be presented to you so you can see that this current person is not the one for you, but there's something better here. If this is a job situation for some of you, it might be. It seems like you're clinging on to that job, but you're going to have some kind of other thing, opportunity, job, raise, promotion, something that's going to be presented to you. So it will become obvious what to choose. And I think that regardless of what this means for you personally, that whatever this is you do on a day-to-day routine, or whatever cycle this is that you're in, that you know deep down is toxic, something is going to be presented to you where it becomes so obvious what the choice will be. So there you go. That is our collective reading. Please let me know where you are watching from. I love to know where all of my subscribers and listeners are from. And we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.